Hi, I'm Dean English with Old English Outfitters, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Smith & Wesson M&P Compact Carry Comp. Smith recently released a line of what they call the Carry Comp series, which is ported handguns, out of their Performance Center, and I have to say, I'm rather pleased with the idea of it. There has been a rather large movement of kind of moving away from compensated handguns with threaded barrels and comps attached to them, and back to porting, but not traditional porting like Lucky 7s or 6s on each side, just big singular ports at the 12 o'clock position on the barrel. Companies like Monsoon Tactical or Floyd's Custom Shop, you could send your gun to them and have them put a milling package on it, recess crown your barrel, or wire EDM a hole into your barrel, and you get basically a compensated handgun without the hassle. It functions and takes down and cleans just like a normal pistol, but you get the benefit of venting that back pressure like you do with a compensated or ported handgun. Smith & Wesson just decided to do it in-house instead of having everybody send their guns somewhere else. So, for what I would argue is a very reasonable price, you do get the ever reliable and awesome Smith & Wesson Compact with a milling package added on and a ported barrel. This has a 4.22 inch barrel, let's just call it 4 1/4, which is a little bit longer than the traditional Compact. The traditional Compact maxed out at 4-inch barrels. So this is essentially a full-size slide on a compact frame, which you could do before anyway. The actual frame is the exact same as a standard Compact. They do have some larger metal frames in this offering, but the Compact is just a polymer. The trigger, they say, is Performance Center tuned. I've had quite a few Smith & Wessons, and to me this feels like a bone stock Smith & Wesson trigger. So if they did something, I can't tell. The slide, you do have quite a few things going for you. So just the normal stuff, it is optics ready via the M&P core system, so you can use plates or whatever you want, or get one of the SCSs and drop right onto it. It does come with factory night sights, so you have a high-vis yellow front with a tritium insert, and then a blacked-out serrated rear, which is kind of the preferred method of iron sights nowadays for carry guns. Still very easy to be accurate with, but that yellow is very bright, fluorescent yellow, so it pops right into your peripheral vision on the draw. The serrations are a little bit different than your typical serrations. We've had a few different serration patterns from Smith & Wesson. Their traditional kind of weird, almost scaly pattern, and then they're more vertical that's come out on like the CSX and the competition M&P. These are different. They're very deep, which is nice, and you do have side serrations the full length of the slide and top serrations as well, with a window in the top to lighten the reciprocating mass. Also the back, they have kind of cocking ears like we've seen on the EZs and the Equalizer. They are a little bit more pronounced than they normally are. That may be due to the little recess that they add in here. So you really can skip your thumb right into that if you're not running an optic. If you are, run the optic or use the forward cocking serrations. Now the front, you have 3 identical ports on each side. They do not do anything. They are just there to lighten the slide. The only port that actually is venting gas is the one that coincides with the port in the barrel at the 12 o'clock just in front of the front sight. The port itself is exactly how Floyd's Customs does it, if you've ever dealt with them. It's recess crowned, so the actual rifling starts right under the front sight. Beyond that is essentially just a barrel extension. It's a sleeve. Now it is one piece. It's not threaded on, but there is no rifling out to the muzzle. It's just a tube. And then at the top of that tube, they have milled in that port. And I have to say, it works quite well. It vents gas properly, and it makes the gun shoot very flat, very easy to keep on target, especially with, of course, those nice sights. It's very easy to track the slide as it reciprocates and keep your shots on target. So that was good. It does work as it should. Beyond that, it is still just a very solid handgun. The M&P Compact, as always, is really great. It functions well. It's one of the more reliable handguns that's currently manufactured. And I do love this slide. You are kind of getting that, comparing everything to a Glock, that kind of Glock 19L, because you do have a full-size slide on a compact frame. You don't necessarily get all the benefits, though. So aside from having more weight forward to keep the muzzle down, the front sight is in actually farther back than it would be on a traditional M&P Compact 4-inch. You're not getting an extended sight radius, and you're not getting really more muzzle velocity because the rifling starts farther back than it would on a traditional M&P Compact. So you're not getting the benefits of the long slide. It's only there to house the ported section of the pistol without really losing anything else about it. Trigger is breaking in nicely. Most M&P 2.0s, the new single-piece trigger, it comes very gritty. This For me, it has always gone away within a couple hundred rounds, and that is still the case with this one. It smooths up rather quickly and becomes a very good trigger. It's got quite a bit of take up, but the wall is very crisp, the reset is short and audible. It's very easy to run it fast or be precise with, which is really all you want out of a handgun. Not everything needs to be match grade, this and that. Sometimes you just want one that is simple, feels good to use, and works well. We could debate for a very long time about the benefits of ported handguns. Do you really need them? Is it going to be a problem in like a carry situation or anywhere where you might be using your pistol for business? Me personally, I don't think so. I have shot many compensated handguns and ported handguns from retention out of a duty holster, and it was never a problem for me. If you shoot retention, kind of how they're teaching it nowadays, that port is angled away from your face. So I like the idea. I like that factory guns are coming this way now. It's good to see that companies are listening to the trends of the market and trying to offer that to you at a more reasonable price. For not that much more than a traditional M&P compact, you get basically anybody's perfect M&P compact. A milling package, optics ready, and then sending it to one of those companies to have it ported. You get one that runs really good, but still has factory reliability and warranty, which is what most people have problems with. You send your gun off to have all this crazy cool stuff done to it, and while it probably will never break or never have any problem, you still have the problem of voiding your warranty. So you have factory warranty intact and all the performance you would want at a more reasonable price. That is a win on every side. It shoots good, it runs really, really well, and I like the porting. I don't think there's any reason why you wouldn't buy this gun. Even as a carry gun or a duty gun. I think it's going to serve you well in any of those aspects. Guys, that is the end of the review. We really like this pistol. If you like what you saw, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. In addition, we are on pretty much every social media platform, Old English Outfitters. Go over there, check it out. If you like what you see, give us a follow. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.